The lotus flower, what we can learn from it. As a lotus flower is born in water, grows in water, and rises out of water to stand above it unsoiled, so I, born in the world, raised in the world, having overcome the world, live unsoiled by the world. These words are from none other than Gautama Buddha. I recently Googled the top three most beautiful flowers in the world, and lotus was not in it. Then I came across an article talking about finding motivation through lotus plant. I was a bit iffy at the start, but after reading the entire piece, I considered myself now quite a fan of lotus. The lotus is an enchanting flower, for it is rooted in mud, surrounded by water. It begins growing at the bottom of a murky and muddy pond and gradually rises towards the surface, penetrating out of the water into an elegant blossom. During the night, the lotus closes and sinks under the water and rises again with the sunlight of a new day and never failing to find its way to bloom and grow. A lotus is a survivor, a fighter that never gives up. Like how Sylvester Stallone always preaches in his way of life, it pushes its way through muddy waters and finds the sunlight. As the bud hits the surface of the water and drinks in the sunlight, a single petal opens, signifying an achievement. The fact that the lotus flower rises from the mud and toward the surface remains absolutely astonishing to me. How much you can take and keep moving forward. In my opinion, the lotus in the mud signifies the hardships and challenges in life that we have faced. Fall down 7 times, get up 8 times. The lotus seeds containing perfectly formed leaves symbolize our potential. Its flexible stem symbolizes our resilience. As the lotus begins to emerge, this symbolizes never giving up, never quitting when things seem difficult. And what I've heard, the muddier is the water, the more attractive the lotus flower will become when it emerges. This elegant flower is not only beautiful, but also throughout history inspire us with a handful of enlightenment. Do you see yourself like a lotus flower, or does this remind you of someone else? So, this is one of the articles, friends. The other one is also a short one. 3 life-changing lessons from the lotus flower. So, number one, life situations are present in life. Most times, life will throw mud in your paths. Like the roots of the lotus flower, some people's life situations are nothing but deep, sticky mud. The financial, health, work, relationship, social, economic, and family challenges are the muddy life situations which are common and present in our daily lives. Number two, your life is different from your life situation. It is very important to clarify here that your life situation is not the same as your life. Just like the lotus, the mud is its life situation, but the flower is magical life. This point is very beautiful. Your life is different from your life situation. The last one is the best. You can always bloom because of your muddy situation. Without the mud, the lotus flower cannot grow, flourish, shine, nor survive. Remove the mud, and then you forget about the lotus. So, friends, this is a beautiful sharing how we can learn from this lotus flower despite hardships, challenges, how we can bloom and blossom into a beautiful flower like lotus. So, with this wisdom sharing, I will conclude the session here. If anybody would like to share something or your own experience, please go ahead and raise your hand or unmute yourselves. Thank you, Masters, as always, for joining in this group meditation and adding your own energies. Thank you.
Madam, 1 minute.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
Arun.
sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Beauty of lotus flower is one more thing, that it grows from the mud, but the leaves never contain even a single small mud. It's free
Correct.
from. It is the beauty of it. Number one. Number two, as far as I think Buddha says, lotus grows from your abdomen, mud from abdomen, and it rises to your head, and it's always clear. That's what
Yes.
I studied.
Beautiful.
It, that's all.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Yes. In Buddhism and Hinduism, it represents enlightenment. As you said, we can blossom. The lotus is in our abdomen or heart or whatever. So we can definitely get enlightened, is what these two religions believe. Very good. Thank you, sir. Friends, anybody else would like to add something? Please go ahead.
Hello, Ranjani.
Hi, Madhu.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for the wonderful music. It is really, really amazing. And yeah, I could go into the deeper states of meditation. So thank you so much for that. And and the topic in itself is wonderful. I really like the last point that is said in here, that our life situations is not our life. Like we should not define our life with our life situations. Our life is always beautiful, and just with one situation, we should not say that my life is like this. I always like to share this point that if there are no challenges, how can you prove yourself that you're strong? If the mud is there, and and we can see how lotus is blooming, and with so much beauty. It is not complaining, it is not saying I'm here in dirt. It's not comparing itself to other flowers. It's just beautiful as where it is. So we're all unique and we're all beautiful. Our challenges are the ones that that makes us to grow. So we should not fall for it. We should not grip for it. We should not cry for it. We should just enjoy the life, and we should always look the positive side, even in the hard situations as well. So there's so many life lessons that we can learn from the lotus. And thank you for bringing some. Thank you so much, Ranjini.
Thank you, Madhu. Thank you. Yes, we are all unique in our own way, and we are all here to blossom at our own time. And these are lessons that we can patience and motivate ourselves to rise up. Even if there is a fall, we can always come back up. Thank you, Madhu. So, Madhvi, please go ahead.
Good morning, Masters. Thank you, Ranjani ji. It was a wonderful session and also wonderful meditation. It was a very deep and deep. I know you, your sessions. I'm a fan of you. As soon as you guide and you put the music, then I'm like kind of gone. I just want to add that the beauty of this lotus I've seen in Germany. I saw only in India there's one white and pink, but whereas in Germany I saw like 4 or 5 colors actually, like yellow, also like kind of blue, and like pinks in 3 or 4 shades. So I just want to add that lotus, I always used to think lotus is only in the pink color or it's a white color. But there are so many shades of lotus here. And when there is a garden of lotus only here, and when you sit in that near to that pool, you feel so peace actually. just not doing anything, just gazing the flowers and just sit around there. And it's completely, the whole pond is filled with these lotus, actually, with different colors. And I just wanted to add this because it's available in Germany. So thank you so much for the wonderful session.
Thank you, Madhvi. Very nice to hear that you have seen other colors. That is pretty rare. You're right. In India, we only see primarily two colors. Share a picture of that pond privately to me or in the group whenever you go there next time.
Yes, I'll
That
do
will
that.
be
Yes.
amazing to see the different
And
colors.
before I went, like not knowing about the meditation, not knowing about the importance of the flower, and not knowing about. But this time when I go, I know all the importance. Then when I'm sitting, then I will have more, the more enlightenment from that flower. Maybe let me see. Yeah, I'll just take all the pictures, and it is very just nearby where I work actually. In Stuttgart, there
Sure.
is a very good park, and I will
Oh,
definitely send because there's so many colors. Oh my God, you feel so happy looking at that colors. Yes, I do that.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhvi. Mamta ji, please go ahead. Thank you, Madhvi.
Namaste, Ranjani ji. Namaste, masters. There was some Wi-Fi problem, so it was always disconnecting. And am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, yes, you're audible. Yes.
Thank you. And what the statement of Buddha, I liked it so much. We are born, raised, and we have to live. And in the world, that I like it so much. So the world is the mud, and we are in that mud, and we must bloom like a lotus with enlightenment. So wow, so really beautiful. And what I feel when I see the lotus means, I observe the stem. Stem is so smooth, and it is so easy to pluck. And like that, when we live, and the flower is so hard, means it's have a long life, the flower. So like that, what I feel that we must be so compassionate in the world, so that we can bloom and we can be enlightened. And I remember that the lotus symbols, as it symbols the enlightenment in spirituality. In for Ramakrishna Ashrama, the emblem is mainly in lotus flower only. So they compare like Kundalini Shakti also. So it is a so beautiful topic today. Always get so much light from the wisdom, and all the three situations. The It was so beautiful, and hardships and challenges make us to grow always, always. And really, when we get that challenges, and I feel that oh, really, this is the enlightenment my soul has planned. And so I always thank for my soul that it has planned, and it make me to know that this is the right path, and to enjoy and experience all the challenges and all the situations. And it's a greatest opportunity to grow. So thank you for all the challenges. I always I thank for every situations and challenges, and every moment in my life. And the universe always supports, and it takes care of each soul to enlighten. So I have a greatest faith, and really I'm blessed. And I want to read my words today's. It is absolutely realistic to expect miracles. Blessings happen continually, each and every day. If our mind tries to convince otherwise, gently guide your attention back to your faith. Things happen unexpectedly that can turn the tide in our favor. Continue to have faith and no miraculous things are coming our way. Be flexible and go with the flow. Be open to possibilities, for that is where synchronicity can step in. When we expand our view, there is more room for blessed coincidences to occur. So, thank you, universe. These are just so much of beautiful lessons and beautiful experience, and for the beautiful life. So happy to enjoy the life. Thank you so much. Thank you, masters.
Thank you, Mamtaji. That was beautiful indeed. As always, your words that you share at the end makes a lot of meaning, adds more value to the session. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experiences always. So, Swarna, please go ahead.
Thank you, Ranjani ji. Beautiful meditation and beautiful wisdom sharing. Yeah, one of the wisdom it reminds is samsaram no nirvanam. Like Patriji always used to say, samsaram is like a mud, and the nirvanam is like we get enlightened and we bloom as a lotus. And also lotus leaf, as one of the master mentioned, even though it is in the mud, there is no single drop of the water on the leaf. It doesn't take. That's how even Bhagavad Gita says, be like a lotus leaf, be in the mud, but do not attach with anything. So, attach to detach concept is beautifully, this analogy comparing our life with the lotus flower and lotus leaf is so much. If we can remember every day, we can definitely come out of from our challenges and our painful situations. So yeah, it's the more harder your challenges are, the brighter you become, you bloom just like a lotus flower. I loved it a lot. So the more challenges means never think we are you know something unfair is happening. No, at the end of the situations you're going to bloom a lot. So thank you so much. It's a beautiful. So with this wisdom sharing and with the meditation, with the wisdom, we always learn from it and grow. We never fall down. Thank you.
Actually, you added a very important point. Both these articles didn't cover that point. The attachment and detachment of the lotus, it neither takes the mud from where it is born, nor the water where it is submerged. It is always detached from its surroundings. That both the articles had not mentioned that point. A very good point that lotus is always mentioned for its attachment detachment. Even though it's in the water fully, the water is, it doesn't really soak it, it's just above it, separate. Very true. Very true. Thank you. Thank you. And I see Madhu raising her hand again, and Arun sir again. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Arunji, please go ahead.
One thing more I want to tell. From the lower frequencies emotions, you can grow lotus.
Yes, true. The one day topic was frequency of emotions.
Women,
So
lower
you're
frequency
correct.
means mud. That
Correct.
what I want to say. Lower frequency emotions is a mud. And in that mud,
Correct.
if you want, you can grow lotus. That what I wanted to
True.
say.
Thank you. Very true. Very true. We need the lower frequency to grow higher up. Everything can't always be high. So you can only rise from the bottom to the top, right? We can't always be in the top and think of rising. So very true. Thank you, sir. Madhu, yeah, please
Yeah.
go ahead.
Beautiful, beautiful sharing, Ranjani ji, and each master had brought in so much of insights towards the topic that he brought us today. And I forgot to mention that we lived in Egypt for long, and in Egypt there is a higher significance to the blue lotus. So I just found a small article, very few lines in there, and I just want to read to all of us what Egyptian um, pharaohs and those times they they uh, they speak or they believe in lotus. So it is said that the blue lotus, the author is writing that the blue lotus came to my mind as it has been depicted to represent the symbolism of rebirth, resurrection, and ascension to purity and divinity. Ancient Egyptians used the flower in their heliographs, in drawings on walls, and even used its essence and celebrate in their holistic rituals. Looking at its growth cycle, the seed is submerged into muddy waters where its roots grow first deep down into the mud, then allowing the flower to elevate above the water where its blue hue petals open and bloom when the sun is up, and closes again at dusk time when the sun goes down. This was acquainted with the cycle of life and death and rebirth again as the flowers sink in the water and rise up again, symbolizing faith and perseverance, embodying the journey of spiritual enlightenment. The fact that the lotus plant grows in murky waters, but the flower itself comes up sparkling clean every time, defines the purifying process it goes through, signifying the ascension of the soul through its different levels of growth and elevation. So, so I just want to read to all of us about not only in Buddhism or Hinduism, in ancient Egyptian civilization as well. There's a great significance of for lotus. So yeah, thank you so much, Ranjini ji.
Wow, very nice verses, very beautifully written. And Blue Lotus is very rare also to see, right? Generally, we see lotus
Yeah.
in multicolors, but to see it in blue is must be amazing. Thank you for the wonderful verses. Yes, it only talks about the cycle of life and death and rebirth and reincarnation. Thank you. Thank you so much, all the masters who have shared your wisdom.